Let's face it, if you want to be healthy and well, you have to eat at least 5 fruits and vegetables per day. Now, while you may be self-disciplined enough to do that, your children are a different story. So I'm going to give you 5 ways you can get your children to eat more fruits and vegetables. Number 5, hide the vegetables in other food. So for example, let's say you're making a tray of lasagna. One of your layers can be vegetables. I like to use spinach. So for example, if you have some fresh spinach, you just want to layer it somewhere in the middle. Just bake that in. You can also use frozen spinach, but what you'll have to do is thaw it first. And then once it thaws, squeeze out each, like handfuls at a time, to squeeze out all the liquid, and then you could layer that on. You could also use mixed vegetables. So if you have like a bag of frozen mixed vegetables, just lay a layer of that in the middle of your lasagna, bake it, and then while they're eating it, they're getting vegetables with every bite. Another thing you can do is put it in baked goods. For example, you could make spinach and banana muffins. You can make zucchini bread, okay? It's kind of sweet, so they're not really expecting or not really caring that there are vegetables in there because it tastes so good. Now, a really slick way to hide vegetables is to put it in sauces and soups. So you could take like pureed carrots and add that to sauces. You can add it to soups and stews, and they won't even know that it's in there. Isn't that slick? Okay, number 4, set a good example. So if you are chowing down on burgers and french fries and telling your children they need to eat more vegetables, that is not going to cut it. So you have to model the behaviors that you want to see from them. You should have a nice large salad every day and let them see you eating that. In addition to that, you should be eating at least 2 servings of vegetables at every meal. Okay, so as they see you doing it, they're going to get curious. You know how kids always want to grab what's on your plate rather than eating what's on their plate. So, model that behavior and they will follow suit. Number 3, get your children involved in the process. So when you go shopping, you can have your children help you make the grocery list and then ask them, what kinds of fruits and vegetables would you like for us to buy? You can take them shopping with you and have them pick out their favorite fruits or their favorite vegetables. So when children have a hand in the process, they will be more likely to eat it because this is something that they selected themselves. Another thing you can do is allow them to help with the preparation. So if you're, in the kitchen and, showing them how to prepare the vegetables, teaching them what to do, how to cut these things up, letting them help you cook a little bit, be your sous chef. Again, they will be more likely to eat it or at least to try it because they had a hand in the preparation of the dish. Okay, number 2, step up your presentation game. Appearance is everything. So there's a difference between you putting a tray of strawberries, let's say, on the table and saying, okay, everybody make sure you eat your strawberries, versus taking those strawberries, wash them, cut them up nice, put them in a pretty dessert dish, and then throw some blueberries in there on top, and then put a dollop of whipped cream on top. Now, if you present it to them like that, when they come to the table, they're going to gobble it up. You could do the same thing with vegetables. Have a nice vegetable platter, make a little design. I did a little platter the other day where I cut up cucumbers. So I made an oval shape, just like the platter was, and then I cut up some carrot sticks, so I put those in the middle. I laid that out on the table and they disappeared. So you got to make it pretty. You got to make it pretty. That's the bottom line. If we have smaller kids, what you might want to do is to kind of make it fun. Like, okay, let's make a smiley face with these. You have cherry tomatoes for the eyes. You could have celery sticks for the hair and other vegetables. Just be creative with it. See if they can make a smiley face, and they're going to have fun eating that smiley face. So presentation, if you make it look good, in their minds, it's going to taste good too. So they're going to go for it. And now for my number one recommendation. Blend it in a smoothie. You can hide just about any vegetable in a smoothie and they will not know the difference. So I'm going to actually demonstrate this for you. So I'm going to take some kale, okay, drop that in, and then I'm going to take some spinach, about 1/4 cup of spinach. And then you can really use just about any fruit that you want. I'm going to be using frozen pineapple chunks, frozen strawberries, and some frozen blueberries. But this will work with just about any fruit. You can use fresh fruit if you prefer. And I'm going to be adding 2 bananas in here. Now, I always use either brown or black bananas. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That always works. So this is what's going to allow me to not have to add honey or any other type of sweetener. The brown bananas are at its ripest, so they will sweeten up this just fine. All right, so I'm going to first add my strawberries, and I'm going to put in about 1/2 cup. Half a cup of blueberries. And 1/2 cup of the pineapples. Again, you could use fresh if you like. I always keep frozen fruit on hand, so I'm just going to use that. Now milk. I use coconut milk. We don't drink cow's milk. I can tell you why in another video, but that's actually a long story. Everything that's being done to cows nowadays don't want to drink the milk. So I'm just going to use some coconut milk. But you can use almond milk, oat milk, rice milk, whatever kind of milk you prefer. And depending on how thick or how thin you want it, you're going to pour anywhere between 1.5 cups to 2 cups of the milk. All right, and then we're going to just blend this up. Blend for 2 minutes, and then voila, you have your smoothie. Delicious. Can't taste any vegetables. They won't be able to taste it either. So I hope you found this video to be helpful. I hope you have some strategies that you can try to get your children to eat more vegetables. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking the video and subscribing. And don't forget to hit the notification button so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching.